Hey guys, so welcome to another segment of Ask Dan. So I've been hearing questions and people have been asking me, Dan, what's this Dan camp you keep on talking about? And what's the go with it? What's the routine? How do we get access to it? So every week at Snap Fitness in Casula, I host a Dan camp. And what a Dan camp is, it's basically a boot camp session with me. I introduce, functional movements, Tabata style and hit circuit work throughout the half an hour. People's heart rates are elevated. People are doing functional movements, movements that they would do in everyday life. And it's basically just a killer workout. I get great feedback from everyone. Everyone's always huffing and puffing towards the end of it. Everyone's definitely breaking a sweat and they're sore the next day. So it's a good way to kickstart a health and fitness journey and, get into the hit, into the high energy, fast paced sort of workout. Now, what I want to mention is that, guys, I obviously, I've been doing this for a long time, so the stuff that the boot camp to me is not your traditional stuff that you see on YouTube or you see on movies, or it's a boot camp for me is more along the lines of, I want to give you guys half an hour of elevated heart rate circuit work, right? So no, there's minimal equipment, there's minimal equipment that we need because we're going to use your body weight as a resistance mechanism. And the reason for that is I want to be able to give you a workout that you can use, at an airport or while you're traveling. You can do this workout 3 or 4 times a week and expect massive results, right? So even if you feel bad about the food that you're eating, you can still do this workout and get it done and get massive weight loss results if that's what you're after. But if you're also after muscle gains, you're definitely going to gain some functional, based on the functional movements, you're going to gain some decent amount of muscle. You're not going to grow as quickly as you would when you are doing specific strength weight resistance training, but you're definitely going to make an impact on the body. And that's what I'm all about, right? Making it all fun, making everyone laugh. And, if you speak to any of my clients at the moment now, they're going to be like, the first thing that I start off with is you start with a smile and you end with a smile. And I'm a firm believer that you really, really have to enjoy what you're doing to stick to it. So without any more delay and any more chit chat, I'm going to give you a rundown of exactly what I do and how I do it. So there's a couple of things that I want to talk about first. It's the superset. So a superset is more than one exercise coupled in a group. So you might have an example of you'll be doing 10 repetitions of push-ups, for example, and then you'll superset that with squat jumps or whatever it may be, and then you have a rest period and you can repeat that superset again. I also have a giant set. So what a giant set is more than 2 exercises. So I believe 2 exercises is a superset, and then a giant set would be 3 or 4 or 5 exercises depending on how you go. So the way I do run my boot camps is in the beginning of the session. We'll do lower body stretch because that's the majority of where the movement's going to be happening. And then we'll go into a superset, so 2 exercises. Then I'll go into a giant set, which I believe is 3 exercises. And then I'll go back to a superset. And then we finish off with some static stretches to enable the team, to not be as sore the next day and to just help push blood and into the muscle and just help it warm it down, really. So first things first, we usually start the Dan camp with star jumps. So I'll do 45 seconds of star jumps, and then after that, they go straight into 45 seconds of high knees. So now I'm not talking about high knees where you're just literally marching on the spot. I'm talking about high knees where you're kicking the shit out of your hand. And the reason for that is it engages the core, it gets the blood flowing, and it also starts elevating the heart, making sure that you're nice and warm for the next giant set. And then after that, we get straight into it. Like we go straight bodyweight squats. We go bodyweight squats. We do 45 seconds of bodyweight squats, and then I move into 45 seconds of mountain climbers, and then I move into 45 seconds of banded deadlifts or toe touches, as I call them. So if you don't have a band available, lock your knees in, touch your toes 3 times, and then squeeze your bum on the way up. And what that does, it gives them the overall core engagement, lower back engagement, middle back engagement, and it also gives them the glute and the hamstring engagement, which is where majority of people are weak that I'm training at the moment. So my team's actually smashing it. My squad, my Dan squad, I call them, they're killing it. From the first session to the one now, I can see that they've improved dramatically. Like they're getting fitter, faster, stronger, and they're not taking as much rest. And I've shortened the rest time every week, and it's been a good mix with the people that I've got and what I'm doing. So after that, we usually go into push-ups. We'll do 20 push-ups. Now, you've got the beginner version of push-ups where your knees are on the floor, and then you've got your standard push-up. So this isn't a wide grip push-up or a narrow. It's just your standard push-up, because what I believe there is that getting that upper body strength, engaging them with doing a push-up, so it can enable their, you know, shoulders and chest, and just give them that overall function on how to plank and how to engage their core when they're horizontal and off the floor. Then after that, we go into, after the push-ups, we'll go into the air bikes. So lie them on the floor, and, you know, they're basically doing Tour de France on their backs, so it's quite funny. And then after that, that's 45 seconds of air bikes, and I give them a rest. And so having that core engagement, again, the entire workout, their core's engaged, and it also helps with their stability and their balance and all these other benefits from doing that. And then after that, we finish off with some static stretches. So I'll get them to do hip flexor stretch. I'll get them to do a hamstring and a quad stretch, as well as a calf stretch, which is more important because your calves, most people neglect them. And so I feel as though when you hit them, you'll get an overall better posture, you better movement, and you'll get better leg engagement when you're doing a leg exercise. So team, nice, short, sweet. That's the Dancamp revealed. I mean, feel free to come down to Snap at Sula. I'll do them every Tuesday night at 6:30. So it's definitely you got to get in first in best dress. There's a maximum of 6 people, and I'm always running over. So there's a waiting list. So if anyone ever cancels on the day, I'll usually drop a text message out, first in best dressed. So yeah, guys, come down if you wanna attend the Dancamp. You know, make sure you're prepared. I want you to bring your 110% effort, because I'm going to bring 110% attitude, and I'm definitely going to guarantee you some hot and sweaty results and a lot of fun. It's really a lot of fun. Get the guys to engage with each other. You know, create some gym culture and make some friends along the way. And I just really build the community up. Not only online on my Facebook group and, you know, within the One Team community, but I also build it outside. So whatever I preach on these lives and webinars is the same advice I'm giving outside, and exactly what I'm doing, because I lead by example, and that's what I believe a thought leader does. So guys, have a great night. I do apologize about the late Ask Dan. And also, for all the new premium Danners, the summer package is already out. Head to my website and hit on the free resources at the top. You'll see some value. Well, you see a value tab. From the value tab, you can click on free resources, and in there, guys, I've got some body weight calculators. I've got some, you know, body fat. I've got some BMI calculators, and I've got some other cool stuff that you guys can use. And summer's coming up now. There's a summer workout, so feel free to look at that, download. That's all free. It's a way for me to give back to the community. So until next week, guys, love your work, and I'll catch you on Saturday for Stress to Saturday. Catch you later.